Hello everyone, Shavvo here, and I want to bring you another StarCraft 2 game. This is a twos game between myself and my twos partner, Omax, and we are spawning on the west side. I am on the top, Omax is on the bottom. He's spawning as the red, I am spawning as the blue, against Valdyar? We'll just call him Val, and he's going to be the purple Protoss, and Darken Heart, the teal Zerg. I don't remember what map this is on. I think it's called like Myriad Wastes or something close to that. So we've got Val over here building his first pylon at the choke, and I am sending over my overlord just to kind of scout out and see what we're dealing with. And I'm going ahead and making my 9 drones, making a overlord, and then another drone, then making 2 more, so I got 12. And Omax is making his first pylon at the choke, and he's sending his scout out as well. And it looks like Darkenheart is actually doing an 8 pool, so that's kind of interesting. And we've got Val over here, and he's making his first gateway. He's going to start pushing out soon, and we got Omax coming over here just kind of scouting out, although we scouted out at kind of the wrong location. He scouted out at the expansion instead of the actual location. That's an honest mistake, though. These maps are a little bit more confusing now. It's just a little bit more confusing, I think. So anyway, I'm getting my spawning pool over here, and I'm getting it right at the 14 mark. And I'm also mining some gas. I'm planning to do the speedling build here, and where you get 100 gas as soon as your spawning pool pops, and then you go ahead and make a whole bunch of zerglings and upgrade your speedling or your metabolic boost, and you start getting some speedlings pushed out. So it looks like Omax's gateways, or his first gateways, just popped, as well as Val's, but his actually came out a little bit early, and he's chrono boosting out that first couple of zealots. He's got a pylon over here right next to his nexus. I don't know what the purpose of that is. I guess it's just to build, I guess, around, or if he needs to warp in some troops. And we've got Darkenheart over here, and he's making a ton of Zerglings right off the bat, so we're going to expect a Zergling push very soon here. So he's not gotten any gas, and he's still kind of low on the harvester count. Let's go ahead and look at some income here. Income is pretty much around the same. I'm a little bit ahead, as I have the highest level of worker count. And Darkenheart is going ahead, and he is pushing out. And I'm going ahead and researching the metabolic boost. And I have my 2 drones coming over here, and they're making their first push. Let's take a look at APM. APM, I'm at the top because I'm always spamming. And I notice that, and I alert my teammate Omax as they are going to go ahead and push over here. But they decide that they can't break his door, so you always want to rush the Zerg player because they can't really wall in. So that's probably the best thing to do whenever you're in a situation like this. If you want to rush somebody, always rush the Zerg player. So they're pushing on me pretty hard, and I'm going to lose all my Zerglings as well as my queen over here. Poor queen. I'm trying to micro around as best I can, but I don't think I can get her out in time. So I'm a little bit pissed off right now. I start making spine crawler. As soon as I knew that they were coming for me, I rally all my drones, and I'm trying to take out these Zerglings. And this is just about the time where Omax comes in with his zealots, and he's going to go ahead and save my butt right about now. So thank you to my partner for saving my ass on this, and that's going to clean up the rest of these. And my Zergling speed is just not finished. I didn't lose too many drones. Let's see, how do you check the units lost? So units lost, I've lost about 18 units, including my Zerglings, along with a few drones now, and that brings my worker count down to 11. So I lost about 7 drones and whatever I had as far as Zerglings. So we decided to go ahead and counter them, as we knew that we stopped their push, and we were just going to try and see. So I do a little bit of a run by, but it's not with enough to actually do any kind of real good damage. He's able to just take out all of his drones or probes and scare my Zerglings off. And Omax's zealots are just coming up over here trying to get catched up, and that's just in time for Darkenheart to come in with his reinforcing Zerglings. But Omax's zealots are more than enough to take care of this Zergling army here, but that did soften up his zealots quite a bit, and Darkenheart is continuing to pump out the Zerglings and send them over to help his comrade. So we're not going to be able to do really all that much damage right now, as Omax did. He's going to fall to this, and Val over here has a couple more zealots to clean up the rest of these zealots, and Omax was trying to do the right thing in that he was trying to take out that pylon to stop production on these 2 gateways, but he just didn't have enough to take care of that. So Darkenheart here, he is kind of on the back foot right now, as he only has 11 drones and no gas coming in. So that Zergling push really hurt him, actually more than it hurt me. So I've already got my lair out, and I'm actually starting up a spire because they pissed me off. So I figure I'm just going to go air and start harassing the crap out of them. I built another spine crawler as I realized that I don't have enough offensive units to really defend my base if they were going to come up and do another push. So I decided to get a second spine crawler over here as I'm making my second queen, or my second queen technically, but my only queen on my base. So Omax is coming over here, and he is just kind of rallying his troops in the middle, as that's what he likes to do. And Val is over here fortifying his base with about 4 cannons right behind his gateways. And I noticed that he's not really researching a warp gate, but he's going void rays. And yep, going void rays. So Darkenheart is continuing the Zergling production here, and he has yet to research the metabolic boost, and that's something that you really want to do if you're planning to go a Zergling attack, especially one as committed to this as he is. You really want to get that metabolic boost as soon as you can. And I've still got my 4 Zerglings over here just kind of chilling out, and I'm continuing to just macro up, get my units back up, still getting the harvester count. And Val is actually leading the harvester count at 22 right now, but I am trying my best to get as many as I can. I have about 19 or so, and I'm continuing to just macro up, and I'm starting to pump out some Mutalisks over here because I noticed that they didn't really have any kind of anti-air, but I was not aware of these 2 void rays. So Darkenheart is actually going to start pushing out with a ton of Zerglings right now. He's got about 25, around about 50 Zerglings so far. He's going to scoot right past Omax and come right for me again. And I only have my 4 Zerglings and 4 Mutalisks to counter this. So here we go. The attack's coming in, and he's going to surround whatever I have as far as Zerglings, and he's going to try and go for my queen. So I tried to put my queen back, but I didn't just have enough. So he was able to take out my queen, but fortunately I have these Mutalisks coming in, and that's just enough to scare Darken from going away. And that's going to push right into Omax's kind of flank, and we're going to take out all of the rest of these Zerglings. So that was not a very effective attack by Darkenheart, and I'm sure he's not really too happy with that. So I noticed that he had void rays. I don't remember how. I think because he took out whatever Omax had over here, and I finally start to expand as I was just getting enough to expand over here. I should have expanded a little bit earlier, but I guess that's the ropes. So Val has about 3 void rays and 5 zealots. I've got, let's see, just 6 Mutalisks right now. I have no Zerglings, so technically Omax is doing the best out of all of this, and he's going to go ahead and start pushing in to Darkenheart's base as a kind of a counterattack to all of this pressure that they've been putting on us. So he's going to go ahead and surround these 2 spine crawlers, as they're not going to really do too much, and he's going to be able to take out the rest of these spine crawlers. And he's going to go for these drones and try and do some severe economic damage, and he's taking out pretty much all of Darken's drones, so that's very unfortunate for him. And Val is going to go ahead and just take out the rest of these zealots. And Omax has his 3 sentries just kind of hovering over here, and I'm sending in my Mutalisks just to kind of reinforce these sentries and take out and continue the push. So I tell Omax, just let's go, let's do this. And we kind of push in on Darkenheart's base. So we're going to go ahead and take out the rest of these drones, or these newly found drones, and that is going to pretty much effectively stop all production by Darkenheart. So Val is going to go ahead and counter this and try and push in with whatever void rays he has, but we have enough anti-air to easily take out this force, and he realizes that, so he's going to try and pop off a couple of shots, maybe try and take out 1 or 2 and push out. But fortunately, I'm going to go ahead and focus down these void rays, and we're going to be able to clean these up fairly easily. So pretty much Val is the only one that is left in this, and we're going to go ahead and clean up the rest of Darkenheart's base as